Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Myself Amit Patel. So basically in this video, I just tell you what we are learning in the next course, the data science course. So we have n number of modules in this course. So for each and every module, I just making a playlist. So our first module is to be an introduction to a data science. In the this module, we are just covering the concept of like overview of data science with the help of definition or some examples, and also we are clearing the concept of 6 steps in the data science. After clearing these concepts, we are going to the next topic or discuss the concept importance of data science in various industries. So what are the use of data science in the healthcare, what are the use of data science in the finance, and after that we are just discussing the second module. Our second module is to be a Python programming language. So in the Python programming language, we are just discussing about the concept of basic of Python programming language, data types in the Python programming language, variables in the Python programming language. So after covering these concepts, we are just going to the next topic in the Python programming language, the operators. There are four types of operator we are cover. So discussing these first one is to be logical operator. What is to be the logic operator? We are just discussing with the practical examples, and we are just cover these all the concept on the Jupyter notebook. So you can run each and every line of code in the Jupyter notebook file. So logical operator, arithmetic operator, comparisons, bitwise, and all the operators. So operators are clear. Then we are just discussing about the concept of control flow. In the control flow, we are clearing the concept of if condition, elif condition, elif else condition, and all the concept with the help of programs. We are just discussing like the age of the particular person for valid the person is not or yes for the both or not. So we are clearing with the help of some examples. If our this concept is clear, then we are going to the next topic, the string array. In the string array, we are just clearing the or discussing the concept of string with the string manipulation like slicing, indexing, or maybe the concatenation and some different topics. You can see we have formatting, common string methods, or some upper, lower, is upper, is lower, and all these concepts. So we are just clearing the concept of string, then go to the array with the Python, or in the next we are just discussing about the concept of library. So we are learning about the NumPy library. So we are also covering the concept of array. But in the initial, we are covered introduction to array, array operations, and array slicing. So what are slicing? Negative slicings are what, and in the positive slicing are how to do. So these concepts we are clearing in the Python. So we are also cover the four data types: the list, tuple, set, and dictionary. So in the list, we are clearing the concept of list comprehension, list slicing, common list operation, versatile list structure, and all the concepts. So after cover these four main data structures in this Python programming language, we are going to the functions and loops. We are cover like for loop, while loop with the help of some programs. We are cover the break statement, continue statement, and all these small things in the Python. After these concepts are covered, we are just discussing about the functions, maybe the lambda function, reduce function, map function, filter function, and some different functions. So that is used for the data science. As a data science, you can know about these concepts. Lambda function is one of the used function in the data science. So after these concepts covering, we are just going to the exception handling. So what is exception handling? How to you just clear the concept of exception handling with the help of example, try or catch. So you are just making a program. In that program, we have error, arithmetic error, or some different types of error. So we are discussing on practical. So after these all concepts are covered, we are going to the concept of NumPy library. We have NumPy library for the mathematical calculation. We clear this with the help of some examples, arrays example, and some applying some filters like finding the just finding the value of random values, and also we are just the concept of percentile in the NumPy library, or some different. So these concepts are used in the finding the quartiles or some chords in the data science for analyzing the data. So we are covering also these concepts. So after cover the NumPy library, we are discussing about the concept of pandas library. So in the pandas library, we are just cover like introduction to pandas and the data reading, pandas data frame, data cleaning and processing, group by and aggregation function, merging and joining data frames. So these concepts we are clear initial stage, or more than these concepts we are clear in the practical. So this is the basic introduction about our course and the playlist. We are just making each and module in each and every playlist. So our first playlist is to be introduction to a data science with the help of the initial topics, and the second playlist is to be for Python. We are cover Python in some 10 to 20 videos, and after we are just covering the concept of statics for data science. So the main concept of statics, there are two types of statics. We have descriptive statics and inferential statics. In the descriptive statics, we have concept of measure of central tendency. In the central tendency, we also the concept of mean mode median. We are taking some examples and clear the concept of mean mode median. You can see we have the measure of dispersion. In the measure of dispersion, we have concept of range variance, standard deviation. We also clear this concept, and after this concept clear, we are just going to the quantiles and percentiles with the help of NumPy library or some different concepts or some conditions. So after these concept cover, we are just discussing about the interquartile range, IQR value, outliers, summary statics with the help of some functions or maybe the manually in the statics. So our descriptive statistics is to be completed, then we are going to the inferential statics. So inferential statics, we have definition of inferential statics, sampling technique like we have random sampling of the data. So just take an example, the boat, we are just exit poll, we are just making a project on exit poll of the particular election. So we are collecting data with random sampling. So this is the concept of election exit poll. So we are also taking some examples, real life examples, and just work on that. So after random sampling or sampling distribution, we are just going to the population and sample distribution, and the main topic is to be hypothesis testing in the statics. So we are also cover this, and also null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis difference. And there are two types of error. We have type 1 error or type 2 error. We also cover these types of errors, and these concepts are covered in the statics playlist. So our statics playlist is to be completed, then we are going to the machine learning part. So in the machine learning part, we are discussing about these all topics like introduction to machine learning, definition of machine learning, key concepts, application of machine learning, various fields and areas. So our introduction part is to be completed. Then we go to the second part is to be types of machine learning. We have three types of machine learning basically: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. But we are just clearing the concept practically: supervised learning or a unsupervised learning. So in the supervised learning, we have models like we have linear regression, logistic regression, decision tree, and random forest. So we are making some projects on these topics, and after this, we are just discussing about the concept of unsupervised learning algorithm. So we have clustering algorithm, k-means hierarchy, or the dimensionality reduction techniques (PCA). So this is our topic we are covering in the machine learning, and after this, we are just going to the module 7 is to be our Flask for web development. We are making a project or model in the machine learning and just save with the help of pickle library and use this is on the web server with the help of Flask. So Flask is used for deploy your projects is on, also making the project in the form of web. So with the help of Flask, you can do this. So we are cover introduction to Flask framework, building web application with Flask, integrating machine learning model into web application. So we are covered this topic in the playlist of Flask. So our second last topic is to be data visualization with the help of Power BI. In the Power BI, I will give you from from the beginner to advanced level, like we are just collecting the data and just putting in the Power BI. I just explain each and every steps like how to connect with the SQL, how to get the data of the CSV from localhost to your system. So you can just put with the help of Excel. So we are just making like pie chart, bar chart, line chart, or some cards in the Power BI. And after these concepts clear, we are just making a whole report in the Power BI or dashboard in the Power BI. So we are cover the concept of Power BI. So our the learning part is to be completed in these modules, 8 modules. After this, we are just discussing about some projects. First, we discuss and just make some projects on the discussion. Like we are, I just take you give you example of our first projects. Our first project is the initial one project for the machine learning concept. We are taking the example of linear regression percentile prediction based on study hour. We have two input variables. The first one is to be study of hour, and the second one is to be output variable, the percentage. We are training the data with the help of the percent hour of study, and just they will give you the uh, answer with the in the form of percentage of the particular student. This is our first project we are cover in the machine learning and just deploy on the web application with the help of Flask library or Flask framework, or with the help of this we are just clearing this concept. Our second project is to be sales prediction, sorry, advertisement sales prediction. Just like taking example, we are having three variables like TV, newspaper, or the radio. So these three input variables we are putting on the website, and they will give you the output in the form of sales. How much sales you just get with the help of these advertising investment. So we are also make this projects on the logistic regression or maybe the linear regression. So also we are cover the concept of house price prediction projects, work on some restaurant data. We are just finding some insights, making some insights, and just make some Power BI report on the restaurant data. And after that, we are just making the projects on the agriculture field and some medical field. So this is our course module. If you just have doubt in these modules, you just contact me, or maybe in the comment box you just comment your doubt. So in the next few days, I just start this course in my personal YouTube channel. So in the Technology with Amit YouTube channel. So subscribe my YouTube channel and also like this video. Thank you.